Hey everybody, it's Molly Stone Bibb, executive leader with Avon, bronze executive, hoping for silver executive very soon in our future. I know I normally come to you anymore on live streams with Facebook and that kind of thing, but I really kind of gotten away from coming to you with just videos that are made for YouTube, and I wanted to try to get back to that. Sometimes it's really hard for me to be on the Facebook Lives and not like squirrel. You know how that goes. Like, somebody will start talking about something, asking me a question, and then, boom, I'm off on a whole nother direction. So I thought maybe this way, for this one, because I feel like it's really important, that I could maybe try to focus myself on just this one subject for a few minutes, okay? So I thought I would talk to you just a little bit about what your definition of success is and how you see yourself and how you see your success or how you look for it to happen. What is your goal? And we're not just talking about business. This is business in life. Maybe your goal above everything is things like I want to be a better mom. I don't feel like I'm a good mom. Maybe it is things like I want I want to be a better listener. I want to be a better wife or a husband or a partner, whatever it may be. But in business also, it is really hard in today's world of social media to take your mind off yourself and what you might consider a success is, and you're just seeing everybody else's success. I want you to know that even for me, that gets difficult sometimes. I mean, look, some of my best friends in my company are the most successful in this business. And let me talk specifics. Number one, my immediate upline, Mary Ann Penn, top 20 in the nation. Let's talk about Lisa Wilbur, dear friend, top 20 in the nation. Let's talk about Lisa Scola and Teresa Paul. I believe they're top 20 in the nation too. I'm not. I'm the youngin' in all this. I am the person who has not grown my business to that level yet, but I'm working on it. And sometimes it is difficult. I mean, this is just honesty here. I've got to be honest. Sometimes I look at them and their success and I go, oh, I just want to be at the level they're at. Man, I can't wait to make the money. Will I ever make the money that they're making? Will my team ever be as large as theirs? And that's where I forget sometimes where I've come from, where we've all come from. We all start somewhere. And most of the time, like it or not, it's at the very beginning, at the bottom of the totem pole. Know what I'm saying? But this is what I know. You have to be careful when you're watching the people who is your role model in life, in your company that you're in. Maybe your role model in corporate America, or maybe the best mom that you know, or the most patient mom that you know. Where is it that maybe you just wish your life had taken a whole nother direction? Be careful watching what you watch. It's okay to say, some of you might say, I want to be Molly Stone Bibb. I want to be where she's at. And I'll tell you, it's a lot safer to want to be me, because I am not quite as high up as my best friends in this business, okay? And looking at them, you're like, oh my gosh, I will never get there. But I have to think they at one time thought that themselves. That before they were, look, we forget where we come from. I can remember when I just wanted to hit number 100 on the top 100 list of the executive leaders and above. And you would think that I would be very happy that I am on that list, that my team is number 60 or 61? I mean, in the nation? And yet somehow or other we always get driven on Where are other people that we know? And you know, I don't, you know, they're there, and you know, I just must not be doing something right now. You just haven't been doing it as long. Or maybe you haven't been doing it as consistent as they were doing it. Maybe they took the time to figure out what the best practices were in life and business, and they decided they were going to grab onto those things and they were going to go forward with it. For me, lots of you who follow me on Facebook and you know Instagram, you all know that you know Lee and I have adopted this Bobby Bones theory of fight, grind, and repeat. Lee bought me his book, and it has been a godsend to help me focus in on not just the right things that I do in my life and my business, but also the things that were not so right, the wrong things, the epic failures. I always wanted to look down on myself every time I did something that didn't work. Maybe it wasn't successful. Maybe it really sucked. Maybe it made me feel like epic failure, and I just knew that nobody could possibly fail at that the way I had failed at that. I've realized that's not true. The failure has been something that hopefully I can learn from. The other thing I'm figuring out is you have to know, how do you want to view yourself as successful? I mean, is it about just having more money? Because most people I know who the only time they ever went after something was to say that they're making X amount of dollars, they're still not happy. And I think that if you cannot be happy within your success, there's a real problem. You can be the best mom in the world, but if what you're doing is not making you happy, if you're not happy with the success of knowing that you are that great mom, that great grandma, whatever it is, then what good is it? Yeah, you can say I reached that goal, but are you loving what you do? Are you where you need to be? There is a lot of inner bickering sometimes. Women can be very catty. In case you didn't know it, women can be very catty. The number one thing that I tell my newbies when they come on is be very careful who you follow. Be very careful who you see as a role model, because you want to make sure that that person is where you want to be. That person is doing things that you see that you can be successful doing, that they have proved that they have gotten through the failures, and they're still going after their new goals, their new ways to be even more successful. You want to make sure these people are authentic with what they're doing and what they're sharing. It's very easy just to make yourself appear that, you know what, I am getting it done every day. And maybe you are, but they seem to be stuck. And I have to wonder, why is that? Did their focus go somewhere else? I always tell people, choose what you want, because you're not going to have it all. We're not meant to have it all. You can have it all. No. Because you might be the person who you're like, my business is really, really successful. But you know what? Along with that, because my business is successful, I'm going to have the best family in the world. It's going to make everything better. No, it doesn't. People can still suck. They can still be assholes. You know what I'm saying? You still have those people that you have to deal with. Your success needs to come from what it is that you're trying to do. Now, we know that making more money can help that happen. But what is it that you're really after? Are you trying to make a difference in the world? Do you know where you want to make a difference? Do you know why you want to make a difference? Do you know why that's important to you? For many who are in the type of business that I am, in direct sales, I say all the time, you gotta love this business. You gotta love this business and the opportunities that open for you to make a difference in your life, because this is a hard business. This is a difficult business. You've got to know that you want something more than just settling for what somebody else wants to pay you. You need to know where you want to sharpen your skills, what it is that you feel like, because of what you've gone through, because of where you've been in your life, because of where you're going. I mean, seriously, you've got to know why you want to do this. And your why is going to change all the time, because you know what? My why was very, 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 very different when I came into this. When I came into this, number one, I was drowning in debt, and I was a hot mess. A very hot mess. I'm still a hot mess, just not as hot a mess as I used to be. And I'm working on it every single day. But you have to know where you want to make that difference. Is it because you're living in a flea-bitten, rundown house, apartment, you're living with somebody you don't want to live with, and you know that you and your family deserve more? You know that you are not supposed to be here to live in the conditions that you're living in, that you want more. You're not asking for the mansions, because look, with all that comes its own freaking stuff, okay? The bigger the house is, the more that has to be cleaned. You know what I'm saying? But you want something more. And it's very, very, very possible to do that. But you've got to be able to keep that in front of you. You know, I have people all the time who say, well, you know, I'm not good at makeup, and I'm not good at hair, and you know what, and my clothes aren't the best, and they've got every reason why they shouldn't be successful. Well, you know, I'm just not you. I can't talk. Let me be clear. Who you see before you right now is not the person who entered the business I'm in. I'm not the same person. My success is a journey, and so is yours. And by the way, you think I still don't struggle? You think that I'm 14 years into my business, and you think that every problem I ever had is gone? Do you think that I'm making enough money to lay back on the beach and say, I'm comfortable? Do you think that I'm making enough money to say, oh babe, let's stay 3 more days here, it's no big deal, it's just going to come out of the... I'm not there yet, guys. I am not so different than you. There was a time that I'd have to say, I can't go. I can't go, I'm not there yet. But my goal is I want to go. If they're having something like a convention, I want to go. If I want to go do something, I want to be able to say I can go. But right now, if I wanted to say I want to go somewhere and I want to stay longer, I'd have to plan for it. I'm still that person that I have to say, okay, what am I making? What am I making? What's going on here? And I look at Lee sometimes and I say to him, I can't wait for the day that our success takes us to the point that I don't have to worry about, do I want to stay gone a couple of more days? And how are we going to pay for that? Oh, do we have to put that on a credit card? Do we have to do that? I want to be the person who says, I can afford that. I don't have to be able to afford Tahiti, although that would be awesome. Tahiti. I don't even know why I came up with that. But Tahiti, okay. Aruba, that would be one better for me. I've always wanted to go to Aruba. Yeah, I want to be the person. I'm willing to work hard to say, if I want to go there, let's plan a trip, babe. Let's go. Let's take the boys. Let's go. Let's go for a week. We can afford this. We can plan for this for a year, and we can get this done. That's where I want to be. Right now, I'm still paying off debt. Lee's debt, my debt, the debt we've acquired together, debt from helping other people. It doesn't matter where it came from. We're working on that, and I'm not too proud to say that. There are things in my life that I want, but I realize this is a journey. My success depends on what I'm willing to do in order to go forth with what I want. And if you're not willing to take the steps, but above all, if you're not willing to fall down, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay stuck. It's like stage fright. You're just going to sit there. Well, I don't know if I want to like step out and invest in that event. I don't know if I want to step out and go talk to those people about what I do. I don't know if I want to step out and invest a few more hours into what I want to do, where I want to be. Well, if you don't, then that success you say that you want, you really don't want it bad enough. Because when you want it bad enough, your attitude needs to be, I want that success. That goal that I'm looking at right there in front of me, I want that. But I have to be willing to walk towards that goal and be willing to take the wrong turn. Be willing to turn around and do a U-turn and say, nope, that wasn't the right path. Let me turn around and let me go here. That one may not be the right turn either. I don't care. I still see my goal. I know where I want to go. This isn't working for me. I need to tweak this. Okay, where can I go? What can I do now? I've got to know what I want to do. I don't know what that means for you. For me, right now, I'm at a path where I had all these customers and they were steady and they were true. And you know what? We've had some customers pass. We've had some people who they've moved away and they're dealing with other people. There are all kinds of reasons. But what I know is I need more customers. I'm not happy with my personal sales and my business. Well, I know the actions at work. I know that I can do more hand-to-hand combat and get out there and give those brochures and samples out to people and get their name and number. I remember there was a time I'd give books out to everybody and I wouldn't ask for anybody's name and number. And you know what? When I look back over the years that I did that because I was too shy or I was too scared of no, whatever it is that I was scared of, I've got to tell you, that was a bad feeling because I look back and think, people probably would have given them to me. They probably would have. I can't dwell on that. I just got to know, what am I going to do now to get it done? I'm going to ask for the name and numbers now. I'm going to make sure that I have what I need with me. I am going to build my sales. If I want to be at a higher level, I know what it's going to take. It's going to take not only bringing people into my business and sharing the opportunity, but it means that I have to take the step out to make sure they are getting mentored so that I can show them how different things they can do to build their business, that I can tell them I know they can do this, and then see, are they going to venture out? Are they going to walk towards their success? Or are they going to stay there stagnated? Because those who choose just to stay there and their need is not that great, or how about they want it, but you're just not willing to walk towards it. You don't want to do the work. Nothing's going to come to you if you don't want to do the work. I learned that so quickly in my business and in life. I was in a bad marriage. Maybe by some people's account, not so bad, but something that definitely was not working for me. And little did he know, it wasn't working for him either. But I had to want something different. And I didn't like where my life was going. I was running on automatic pilot. And I felt like I didn't feel anything, that I was just doing everything for everybody and everything they wanted. But I didn't know what I wanted. And the day that I got brave enough to say, I want something more. I don't want to be stuck where I'm at. I don't know what being really happy means, but I am willing to go after it and to find something that I am thrilled that I get up for and work on every single day. And not every day is great. It's not going to be. You're going to have bad days. Just like there were times I was like, I don't know if this mom thing is cut out for me, okay? Because I don't feel like I'm being the best mom I could be. Because this isn't easy. Nothing's easy. But on a good day, here I am. My kids are 31 and almost 24 very soon for Anthony. And so now I look at them and I go, man, all those bad times, All those hard times, all those times that you all have heard me share that I was separated from them. And they weren't talking to me, they were pissed at me. Because I realized that being a successful mom meant that sometimes you have to do the hard things. Sometimes you gotta say no, even when your heart wants to say yes. There are people who would like to see you not move forward with your life. I want you to know that above everything. I need you to know this. It's not that they don't love you. The change scares them also. They almost don't want to see you be successful. They're afraid it may change you. And let me be clear, it will change you. It will change your attitude, that you're going to be like, you know what, this working harder thing, it's okay, because look, I'm turning into a better person. I started out in this business wanted to make more money. But little did I know that it was going to help make me into a better person. Little did I know that every struggle I had been through was going to give me something to talk about, to share with all of you, to say, you can get through this too. Because some of my toughest points in the journey had been things I thought I would never, ever, 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 let me say it again, get past. And I have to tell you, I'm getting past it still on some of it. I still struggle with the negative. Somebody told me a long time ago that this was not going to be an easy thing, that as something happens and people start realizing who you are, and that you start becoming an example for other people, what happens is you start to hear negative. People decide they don't like you. They decide, and especially me, because I'm so outspoken. I get it. I am now. I will tell you in a New York minute, well, you know what? Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Do something different. How's it working for you? I'm that girl, and I get it. But sometimes even now, when I hear the feedback of somebody saying, well, you know, that person's not real happy with you, or that leader really doesn't want us following you. This is what I know. There's going to be good, and there's going to be bad. There's always going to be somebody out there who doesn't like what I'm doing, who doesn't like what I'm saying. It might be no more than the fact that they don't want you following anybody else but them. I believe that you'll figure out what's good for you. But you've got to take the steps towards whatever success is defined at for you. I can't define your sex. Did I just say that? I can't. Really, Molly? No, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just saying. I cannot determine what your success looks like. I can't do that for anybody. Look, I have a big enough struggle trying to figure out my journey for me, okay? I certainly can't figure it out for you. But what I know is when you're a part of something that's bigger than you, people who want different successes, but you know they're going after something to be better than they are today, those are the people that you want to be a part of. You want to be a part of people who are making things happen, who are looking at, no matter how bad the journey gets, I'm not letting it stop me. I'm still breathing. I am walking past this. I am going to get through it. I may come out of it with a scar. I may come out of it with gray hair. I may come out of it with a lot of failure. But that's okay, because all of that stuff will get you closer to your journey. All of it. To the journey that you're supposed to take. To the success that you want. Move past those people who don't want that for you. People want, look, some people are just happy sitting where they're at. And I'm not going to put you down if you're okay with sitting where you're at. But what you're not allowed to do, you are not allowed to complain about where you're at if you're not doing anything to change it. You're not allowed to complain about where you're at if you just got pissed and started pouting because something didn't work for you the first time. You have to keep taking those steps. You have to keep defining your success and your goals. You must decide, what is it that you want? The growth is going to come with it if you keep at it. But you gotta keep at it. When something goes wrong, celebrate it. Celebrate it. Well, that didn't work too well, did it? Nope, but okay, next plan of action. Or that superstar you thought you were going to have on your team, and that person didn't work. That's okay, she didn't want it. But if you stop right there, and I hear a lot of people go, that person just fell off, this isn't for me. No, it wasn't for them. They walked away because it wasn't for them. You are still here. You just haven't walked up to the person you're supposed to mentor who has success on their path. And they want it, and they're going to go after it. And by the way, we're going to walk by a lot of people before you find somebody who is like-minded and knows what they want, and they have figured out that this journey that you're on, that you can help each other. That you can help each other, that, oh, that didn't work for you. Yeah, well, you know what, that worked for me, but this is what I was doing. This is what we do. We share. We share. We share for a reason. If you think that the Formidable Four and I share because it's all about us, it would be a whole lot easier to make it all about me if all I tended to was my team. And not all the other representatives who email me and who are in my Onward No Matter What global Facebook group, and the rest of the Formidable Four, the same thing. We cannot we cannot determine your success, but we can certainly help you celebrate it and give you many ideas towards it, and that's what we attempt to do. You're not going to like everything we say. Can I be clear? I don't like everything I say, because as I sit here doing this video for you, do you realize I'm talking to me? Sometimes I do videos because I just need the ass kicking I'm about to give, Like, Molly, grow up. This is not new. You know you are not going to be successful at everything, and I'm not always going to reach all my goals. I set high goals, and then I break them down into little parts that I can work towards and do, and sometimes I don't reach them, and somebody will say to me, why do you set such a high goal? You say that you haven't met that goal ever yet, because if I just set small goals, then I'll do less. I'll do less because the goal isn't so high. I want to set a goal that looks like I'm not going to make. You know why? Because I'm going to keep at it until I get there. And I hope it is this year. But if it's not this year, I am pressing onward till next year. And if it's not then, I'm going after it no matter what the following year. None of my goals have been easy, but I have met them time after time, and not every one have I met on my time frame. It wasn't time. But everything I learned about being consistent, about never giving up, about getting back up every time that I failed at something, every time something didn't work out, every trip I may not have earned, every person that if I had just given this much more to, I know I wasn't where I needed to be for that person, then Molly, you're going to learn to be there for that person the next time. Life is a learning experience. So is business. Why is it any different? It's up to you. Are you going to choose to just coast through life and business, or not do anything at all? You can do that. Nobody's going to stop you. I want more for me. I want more for you. But only you can make that choice, just like only I can. So in the end, see, no matter what I tell you, it's still up to you in the end. What do you want, and what are you willing to work for? So, the ass kicking has commenced, and now it is over. For anybody who is watching this YouTube for the first time, if you are an Avon representative, doesn't matter where you're at, global, US, doesn't matter, Canada, you are welcome to join my Facebook group. The name of it is Onward, no matter what. There should be a link right in the right hand corner of this video, and hopefully you will click on that and it will take you there. Have something on your Facebook that answer the 3 questions. It says something about you being a part of my company, Avon, and you are welcome to join that. If you're not, and you would like to just follow me, I have a Facebook page that's open to the public. Actually, my personal profile is too, Molly Stone Bibb, but I also have a page that's inspiration for business and life. I share everything on there. Cooking, my recipes, my life, what's funny, what's not, making fun of myself. You're really missing it, just saying. And that is called Onward with Molly. Same thing with Instagram. It is Onward with Molly. Would love for you to be a part of my journey and follow exactly what I do every single day and how I am celebrating life and business even through the failures. Yeah, there are tears and there are temper tantrums. Yeah, I have them sometimes. But through it all, I'm still here. And you are too, because you're watching this. Or if you want to join my team, know that you can go to startavon.com. And if you enter the reference code Molly Stone, MOLLYSTONE, all together, I would love to have you on my team. Now, if you're watching this because somebody said, hey, you need to join my team, you need to get that person's reference code and you need to join up with them and partner and be the best you that you can be. And guess what? Jump on this vehicle called Avon and let's all do this thing together, okay? So until next time, onward, no matter what, you can do this. Just be willing to take every step towards your success. Thanks, guys. See you later.